My name is Sharon Wilson, and my research project is on the impact and effectiveness of anti-scam campaigns in Malaysia. My research interests have always been on media and crime. We were invited by PDRM to conduct this research on anti-scams.
I'm afraid that the level is quite worrying. Already up to November this year, we have losses amounting to 1.4 billion ringgit in online scams. And if this is not checked, and if there is certain lack of awareness in the public, then it can escalate to further.
In this research project, we had 3 phases. The first phase was to look at the exploratory study of this anti-scam, where we interviewed various stakeholders involved. This includes victims, police, scammers, telecommunications agencies, as well as banks. The second phase was a nationwide survey where we accumulated questions that we could send out to all Malaysians to ask them on how they were affected by scams and what were some of the variables that were involved in being scammed. The third phase was experimental. Of course, after these 3 phases were over, we moved on to various other projects that involve scams, including looking at knowledge transfer, where we went to schools and created awareness for school students and created webinar for university students as well. Our project includes creating awareness for senior citizens and also support group for the victims.
I believe in multiple approaches in combating crimes, especially because the main crux of combating crime is the prevention part of it. And everybody in the society has to play their role. And it is very apt that the universities play their role as well in terms of academic, putting the what we call formal way of studies so that the people can be more aware of the criminal activities around them, and also with the findings and suggestions by this academia, by the researchers, perhaps can be used in a broader context. So I really support the studies because this is the way advanced countries are doing it, what we call in terms of enforcing the law. But in terms of strategies and findings, it could perhaps be best done by the community and university researchers.
The most important thing here is we would like to advise, or we advise PDRM on how they can change their strategies and they can have more impactful and more effective campaigns to then penetrate into the Malaysian society. And hopefully this will reduce scams in the country, because as you know, scams are a growing problem. It is a virus, and this virus needs to be culled. The project is extremely crucial for everybody today, as scams are a growing problem in the country. We are losing billions of ringgits, so it is very important. And I think by UTAR doing this project, we become a hub for anti-scam research projects. We become the leading force in understanding and also in creating information that is important for the society of Malaysia. So that is the most important thing. At the end of the day, we hope that the project is a contributing factor to all the different people of all layers of Malaysian society. This main project is over, it doesn't mean that the project is over. We have other projects associated with scams and scam prevention. One of which is we are looking at how we can create anti-scam projects or anti-scam plans, strategic plans to help senior citizens. Secondly, we are also embarking on a project to study the victims. For example, we want to study how victims are being affected by these scams for example, psychologically or economically, and we want to create a strategic plan to help the victims, not just after they do their reports, not just to stop at it, but also to give them some kind of support. So this anti-scam campaigns is a continuous project. It is not just an academic project, but it is a community project. We should be aware that we cannot share our PIN number and we cannot share our account details with anybody, be it family members or friends or people, even more so with people we don't know. So these are all important elements that we must be aware of. We have to protect ourselves. We have to protect the information that we have. And with that, we will also bring down some amount of scams in this country. Let us not be gullible to the scammers.